Nothing like coming home to a tortoise in your yard. Oh, dude, not under my car. No, 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 no. You don't want to go under there. You don't want to go under there. Hey, buddy. Oh, you got some strong feet there. I don't want you to get stuck under there, buddy. That muffler's hot. Yeah. You're like moving a rock. I'm trying to keep him going underneath my car, but it's like, cause my car is right here, and he's trying to get underneath there. Dude, I just pulled up in my, I mean, you can't even move this sucker. He's like a 500-pound stone, literally. I mean, I can't even get him to move. He is solid. I've never touched a tortoise. I mean, turtles. But this dude is like, literally. No, dude. Don't go under there, buddy. Come here. Here, want some grass? Here, come here. How about some clothes? Want some clothes? I don't know how much you can bite there, buddy. I'm not losing a finger over him, but he is set. I mean, just like set in stone. Okay, now he's going to check out my plants. He didn't go underneath the car. He went around the car when I went and told the neighbor about him. Now he's going up into my... Say, what are you doing? What, are you stuck? Hush. Oh, hush. Her name is Dolly, from what I just found out. The neighbor down the street. In fact, I think he's coming now to come pick her up. I think your papa's coming. Here comes your papa. Here comes your papa. He's coming. Stay in there. Hey guys. Well, we're here. Those are all done. We're about to tackle these big guys. I talked him into topping these. This one, and that one's just going to be rounded at the top, but we're just going to take those couple pieces off at the top there. But we're going to try to top these off and flat top them. I got some ladders I'm going to put up, and then we're going to climb up there and see if we can get them down and see what we can do with that. So I'm gonna give it my best. The bushes ain't too bad. They're a little overgrown, but I mean, I only got these couple little shoots coming out, and real light trimming will work really nice on these. Same with the sides on those. Those are gonna be the worst, getting up there, doing that. And it's like 85 today. I woke up to a catastrophe, but yeah, we'll get more into that later. So let me get this done, and I'll show you guys what we look like when we're done. Hey guys, yeah, we got rid of the pineapple trees. Pineapple top trees, I should say. They're all pruned. It was a chore. Yeah. So yeah guys, let me get these glass back on so I can see. Yes. Lots and lots to do. Like this thing here sticking out. Everything's just sticking out now from the rain and the wind. Just pushed everything out away from itself. So I got a lot to come in and clean. I mean, lots. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy. I just can't even keep up between my yard, this yard, 3 other yards I do, and my boss's. I don't even have time to do anything else. I literally don't. With the storms and the weather and the rain, and it's just basically clean up and pick up and clean up and pick up and then cut grass every other day. It seems like. I mean, I'm cutting grass to grass to grass, go back to the start where I started and do it again. I just cut this one 2 days ago. So yeah, guys, we're keeping busy. I'll tell you what, this video is not going to be an amazing video. It's going to be a pretty dang boring video like my last one. But we gotta do what we gotta do right now. I can't wait for next year. I know next year is gonna be way better. So from Searching Souls, guys, peace. Hey guys, yes. Oh, beautiful sunset. I haven't even had time to put videos, guys. Oh my gosh. Between the weather, the storms, working, and other things that's been going on, it's just been non-stop. So I'll try to take you guys through real quick, show you how things are looking, and then sit down and do some explaining. And it's gonna be a quick little video. I just gotta get something up here. I got some new subscribers. Thank you guys, thank you for coming over and checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. Sorry that of all times I have nothing to put up for you guys, but it's been catch up basically for the past week and a half, non-stop for me. Just my work blew up so much because of the storms and everything. I just been going cutting trees and cleaning bushes and grass and you name it. It's just been non-stop for me. By the time I get home, it's like tonight, it's 8 o'clock almost. Yeah, and I come home, work on the pool for a little bit, maybe some furniture, a little yard work or something if I can, if it's not pouring down rain. But between the rain and the cleanup, I just basically come home and work on something for a few minutes and take a shower, eat, go to bed, you know. I think a lot of us are doing right now. I know a lot of people have been hit by the storms and everything. Ours were medium in between. I wouldn't say massive or major. I would say we're in the medium part. Lots of trees, power outages, you name it. So that kept us busy for a couple of days there last week, and then to clean up afterwards. People are still cleaning up in the neighborhoods here. He's got tree branches down. He's got big chunks of trees down. Mine was a lot of leaves and branches. I'll put some up in here for you guys. Yeah, I'll shoot some up in here now. He got the worst of it. Having these cottonwoods, they're a pain in the butt. One came off there, but yeah, let me show you guys how bad he got it. It looks like the tornado just hit his yard alone. Took out his tent. Big branch fell off there, took out his fence. Just missed his pool. But yeah, he got the worst of the worst. We got some branches down. My pool, I was really worried about the pool. I thought for sure it was gonna get poked or jabbed, but it just ended up being full of walnuts. All that's a walnut tree. Those two over there, as you can see, we just got them everywhere. And the branches, there was a bunch of branches and walnuts in the pool, so I went and got them out. But yeah, he's got lots and lots. It took out his wood pile. Big tree branch over there took out all the way down. Took a big branch out right here. There's branches down on this thing. Yeah, that's some of the stuff that we had happen. Nothing massive. I was stuck in the storm, 100-mile-an-hour winds, driving around down, it's called Smith Road we have here. Coming home from my sister's. I went out there to pick up an air conditioner for my son, and it just out of nowhere, we knew the storms were coming, but of course they said 5 o'clock, at 3 o'clock it hit right when I was on the road. And 100-mile-an-hour wind just bending 50-foot, 100-foot trees down right to the ground and standing them back up and just snapping branches off. And I'm driving through that stuff, and I had white knuckles when I got home. I'll tell you what, man, wow. That was one of the worst ones I've driven pretty much ever. I mean, I've driven some pretty bad rainstorms, but not 100-mile-an-hour winds where stuff's just taking cars out in front of you and trees are falling in front of you and you're literally dodging things. And yeah, it was fun. So let's get through the yard and then we'll go on with some more. Okay, yeah, I got another video I'm gonna throw up in between here. I don't even know what the heck I had on there, but these are the flocks, and it's gonna be another PC video. I'm sorry, guys. Just some of the stuff. The flocks came up awesome this year. I'm reletting my rows. I clipped it back way down, and I'm letting it restart some more. we're going to do something with that. I still haven't decided, I haven't had time. The phlox are just getting so top heavy, they're falling over. All the irises, daylilies are all blooming. They're beautiful, orange. I like them for this time of year, the clumps like that where you get them. And normally these would go and then my bush will start turning, so yeah. But this year came out really nice. This is staying good. My Rose of Sharon's are blooming. The rain just, I got plastic here and here. I'm trying to kill this grass and stuff so I can do some landscaping there. This is the Floribunda Rose of Sharon, hibiscus, whatever you want to call it. It's not the big hibiscus, these are the small, these are the shrubs. This one here is just getting ready to bloom. This one's the purple with the dark center. Very beautiful. Yeah, I love these. I saved these for my boss's property when they came in and was gonna bulldoze. These were just little sprouts. And the people, how I actually got the job working for my boss was they had a lawn company come out, a landscape company come out, and he had this beautiful hill with all these different trees and shrubs and all this stuff, and they went in and mowed down all his Rose of Sharons and all his very expensive trees and bushes that he had shipped in, which included one of them Korean trees right back there. So they were fired. So my sister told him that she was working for him at the time and said, my brother-in-law does it. If you'd like for him to come and check it out, he could come talk to you guys. And they're like, sure. Well, I knew enough to impress him. And 3.5, 4 years later, I'm still working for him. So yeah, here's my tomatoes. These are heirlooms, and those are cooler than cool. They're black top. They come in black, and then they change color. I've never had heirlooms like these. This is my first year, and I'm telling you what, there's some cool looking tomatoes. They're like a cherry tomato, this version. But heirlooms are the only ones that are not genetically altered, so you can save the seeds from these and I'll have them next year. My corn all tasseled, which made it fertilized, and I have ears of corn. Yeah, baby. It's not gonna be a lot. All these, I started flower pot after flower pot of seeds last year, or in the spring this year. These were all gladiola bulbs. They all rotted from so much rain and the cold that we had. And it was going 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. So yeah, as you see, these are the bee balm that's going along the fence here where I just showed you where the plastic was. Meanwhile, I found these walking. This is, I'll put it up in here. Yeah, it's wild bee balm, and it smells so cool. But they grow to be 4 feet tall, and these are literally almost like 3 foot something. So my wife pulled a whole bunch of them out, and I'm going to plant them along the side there. So that purple will go really good, and they're 4 feet, so they're going to go the same height as the fence, and that eventually will fill in the whole background for that. So those would be some nice perennials that come up at this time of the year, you know what I mean? So yeah, and my celosia and everything. My potato plant went bonkers. This really hasn't grown much. A couple shoots, it's like puts out a new spindle and a new leaf, and that's pretty much it. But it's still a cool looking plant. I'm really happy with it. That only cost me $18. But these coleus are getting some awesome color flowers to go with the spikes, or with the leaves. These purple little flowers are just awesome. The combination of that color is just so cool. To have a dark purple and then a light purple, blue almost flower. Yeah. Potato plants, like I said, along with my balloon flowers. I love these balloon flowers. Those are so cool that they actually inflate and then pop, and you get a star-shaped flower. So I lost one of my petunias over here for some reason. I came out one day and it was dead. Just like overnight. It just dried right up and went to dead. And I don't know why, because I planted them both and they were both super healthy. So I honestly don't know what it was. Bug, insect, I don't know. But that one blew up. So yeah, and then we got all these back here. These are all doing amazing. Now that's a coleus. Is that amazing or what? And I went through and took some, I had a bunch of marigolds growing out front in a container, so I just brought them all back here. They were just little baby ones. So I just started sticking them all in here to fill in. And then the dark one. These just lost all their flowers all of a sudden, so I don't know if they're done or if they're going to reproduce again, because they're reproducing all new stuff in the center. So I'm just waiting to see what happened, because last week they just had some beautiful orange flowers on them, but and these have just went bonkers. They like doubled in size in just like a couple weeks. This one's starting to vine out already finally. So like I said, I gotta get me some trellises built for that to grow up here. And look at the size of that coleus. This coleus right there, and that coleus, as you can see the size of them. That one's that big, that one's that tiny. We're planted at the exact same time and they're exact same plants. I actually split them in half, put half there and half here. Look at the size of that thing, just went bonkers. But look at how it's got on this one leaf, the opposite of this one. See that? It started to variegate into that. And it's like a chameleon, it's sort of like changing, which is really cool. And it's getting the little blue purple flowers on it too. So I've dug my sidewalk out. This is the third time now finally. In between the rain, it keeps washing out. I finally de-weeded it the other day. I've only had a couple hours at home each night to get it done. So yeah, and then the rainy days, I got a couple tables in here I've been working on. That's a gray oak one. This one's is gray primer right now. It's gonna get painted. You guys can see that later. My other table sold like that in 2 days, the blue one and white one. I'll put a picture of that one up in here. Yeah, that one sold like that, like right away. So then we got all this stuff here. Same thing there with the marigolds and other bee balm. That's real bee balm. That's stuff that smells so good. There was a bunch of it, but when that dry spell came, they all like shrunk down and they weren't getting no light. So that's why I went through and clipped all this back, and now it's getting more light in here. That, if you know what a wisteria is, this is a wisteria vine that I got from one of my customers. It grows, if you know who this D is that I work in her yard, she has this growing in thing. So I took a little piece of the stem that I found on the ground when I was raking. So I brought it here, stuck it in the dirt, and let it go, and boom. This whole tree is going to be wisteria hanging down through here, which is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Or I'm going to build me a trellis out, something to make that just amazing. Yeah, if you look up the wisteria, wow. A couple years, this will be just unbelievable. So I'm debating on what I'm going to do with that. I started putting my lights. I just never, all my sand got washed away. Look at this. That's in a week, guys. That turned. So now I gotta go through and weed all this again. These are my emerald green hostas. And look at that star pink. Is that beautiful or what? Yeah, these are the only hostas that do that. And I got 3 of them. I got a weed out here. I mean, this is just crazy. It just kept me running. I mean, literally. Pool's green again. 3 days. I just shocked the heck out of it. I just got a bottle of shock and got some concentrate. So tomorrow it'll be clean again. I get a couple hours a day. So let's go back to the original story. Okay. Let's go back a couple days here, and let me have a seat here. On Monday, well, let's go back to Friday. My wife brought home a little puppy. It was like a little schnauzer, I don't know, a little puppy. Yeah, she wanted me to see, she wanted to know if we could keep it. And I said they yip and yip and yip and yip. Plus we got the big dog. All right, we have a half pit bull, half bulldog. I think I put her up in here. She's a big black one with a white spot, if you ever seen one. Well, she brought the dog home Friday night and said she was going to keep him for the weekend. We'd see how the dog and everybody got along and blah, blah. It was one of them little tiny dogs. I mean, you can put in your hand. I mean, her boss had puppies. Her boss, the dog, had puppies, and so she was getting rid of them, blah, blah. And so I said, well, we'll see how much noise it makes all night, if it yips all night or blah, blah. So went through the weekend, pretty quiet, pretty good. Everything was good with it. Come Sunday into Monday morning, my wife had to be up early to be to work at 7 o'clock. So it was like a little after 6 o'clock. I was just getting up and she was up already. I heard her yelling. I jumped up out of bed, ran out there. I said, what? What's going on? She said, the dog, the cat. I said, dog, cat, what? She's like, the dog attacked the cat. When our dog attacks something, anyhow, she got a hold of one of our cats. And if you watch my other video up, Weirdo, when I call Weirdo, I'll put a picture up over here. That's how Weirdo used to look. Weirdo now is missing an eye and has a cone around her head and a couple puncture wounds in her head. We had to rush her to the vet that morning. When my wife said it, I went looking for her, couldn't find the cat. Seen the blood trail, went up the wall, across the wall, into the laundry room. So I followed that. Presuming it was going to be pretty bad because it was a blood trail. Got into the laundry room, couldn't find her, seen some blood on, a little spot of blood, looked like a paw print on the back of the washer. Looked down behind the washer, she's stuck head first down between the washer and the wall. She jumped and must have fell and was stuck in there. This cat don't meow much. She don't make noise. She's a very quiet cat. So I pulled her out, went to turn her over. Her one eye looked like one of them squeeze toys when the eye pops out. No. Blood coming from her nose, her mouth, everything, her faces. She's white, like you see. She was covered in blood. Her eyeball popped. And she was pretty limp. So I grabbed the towel off the dryer, wrapped her up in the towel. We raced to the vet, presuming we were going to probably put her down because the way she looked. She wasn't moving a whole lot. She did fight a little bit once the towel was around her. I think she thought I was trying to like suffocate her or whatever, you know what I mean? So I sort of like loosened it up, then she laid still and we got her there. Did examine her, said, well, let us check her out before we do anything, you know, before we say anything or do anything, because we assumed we were taking her to put her to sleep. They came back out and said, no, it looks worse than what it is. So we said, well, what can we do? That's why she's going to lose the eye. We have to take the eye for sure. The rest of it can be stitched up. She got a tooth went through her side of her lip, a tooth went through the side of her nose, and the other tooth went through the eye. The other one caught across her other eye, which just like scraped a big gash a little bit into her face, ripped fur off, so it basically made her bleed. A lot of it was superficial, amazingly. My view was not that when I first picked her up. That was the last thing I thought. Because the eye being, I thought the dog had crushed her skull. They said they did x-rays, everything. She was perfectly fine. She's good to go. Do we want to do this? So, then comes the ticket. $2,000, guys. There went my Florida trip. So, yeah. $2,000 cat now. Here's what she looks like now. Yeah. The cone one-eyed jack cat. So now we have to keep them apart for next couple of weeks. She don't do that. We asked the vet, like, what should we do? You know, is this like something we should worry about? She's like, no. Has she done it like constantly? And I said, no, it's just, we think it was because of the dog. The dog was in the bedroom. The cat came in, started going to the bedroom. The dog thought she was going in to mess with the dog. She's very protective. And she like snaps. That's her snap. That wasn't her being ferocious. If she wanted to be ferocious, there would be no cat at all. There would be nothing left. My wife said she just like turned and snapped at her. And when she did, her little head was just in her mouth. I mean, there was nothing. Just she clamped down, pinched, and let go right away. That little quickness did that much damage to her. So, yeah, they said, you know, this is more than likely just a protective thing because of the puppy. Get rid of the puppy and see if she does it again. If she does it again, then you may have to do something about it. So the puppy went back. We got a ticket for $2,000 for repairing a cat. And yeah, that's how our week started. In between, no power, no electricity, 2.5 days of no power, sitting in the house, no air conditioning, humid, hot. And yeah, it was fun. A little stressful. So in between doing all that, and then we both had to go to work for the whole week and busting butt and trying to keep our minds straight and everything, you know, and come home every night and cater to the cat and take care of it. And we had to feed it with a syringe and water and the whole 9 yards. And yeah, guys, so that's what my week's been. And then working just nonstop because, like I said, the storm just tore Toledo up in Michigan. So I've been out just working my butt off nonstop, and there's literally nothing I've been able to do to put up just for a video. I mean, you guys, everybody knows we've had storms. Everybody in the country's had storms and weather and rain and all that, so it ain't nothing new. I'm getting lots of compliments from the neighbors or anything about my yard. My yard is looking really nice, but it's just not to where I want it to be already. So this pool here is going because we found the holes. I don't know if I had ever mentioned the last pool one. The one day I did say about the pool flying up in the tree. Well, what happened was it punctured 2 holes in it. This pool is already like 6 years old from my wife's friend who they had it for like 3 years, and then we've had it this our 2nd year, so it's like 5.5 years old. These aren't made to last forever, you know. Hitting that tree just poked at holes in it, so I took some flex tape and repaired it. And we knew then it was only gonna last for so long, so it's like, it's time to upgrade. And the one we're getting is the same kind of pool, just a upgrade version of it. Better pump, better everything, blah, blah, blah. It's got a cover on it, so we'll have a cover for next year when we do it. Then I'm gonna regrade all that. When we tear this one down, I'm gonna regrade my thing, set it up, and then I'm gonna get the patio blocks for around each of the posts so they can't sink this time. Grade them, level them, and then I won't have no rush because I'm gonna have all spring to do that. I'm gonna do that in early spring, or I might do the foundation during the fall here, and then get it all ready. So when spring comes, all I gotta do is go out there and regrade a little bit, make sure it's level, and then put the pool up and casually, you know, no rush to it. So yeah, my table sold really quick. I'm gonna be in the process. I'm in the process of coming up with some kind of a, I want to do a business. So I think I'm going to start me a business of redoing furniture. I'm really enjoying it, and it'll help fulfill my wintertime stuff. So as I get that going, I'll put some of that up on here, and then you guys will start seeing some of them. I think I'm going to advertise through here in Facebook and all the marketplace and the whole 9 yards. So I want to do some painting. I haven't even touched my painting room. I haven't even been in my painting room in weeks. I mean, I was just thinking about talking to my grandson, and I said, he's like, Papa, you haven't done no paintings. I said, I know, right? It's like, I said, I'll have to get in there and do some painting. So hopefully we have a nice weekend. I ain't worrying about too much. I'm gonna do a little bit here and there each week on my weekends. I'm not out to kill anymore, trying to get anything done. The season's going down, the winding down. Spent all of our money that we, you know, I can't go splurging like I was because the money that we were putting away to do the things we wanted to do is gone now. So it's rebuild, resave. In between, spend all this beautiful money we got to just to survive each day. And yeah, I gotta get my patio blocks done. I'm gonna keep making those. My sidewalk's gonna get done. I just can't do no grading or sanding down, you know, putting sand down or anything like that because I'm gonna be regrading that. So that's gonna sit there and probably get covered up maybe for the winter. I still haven't decided. Unless I grade that, then I put the sand down around there and get it all prepped. Same with the fence. We'll probably wait till spring, or I may do it in the fall here. It's up in the air, you know, it really is. I'm so tired. Oh yeah. So guys, thank you. Thank you so much for coming to the channel and watching it and watching my mundane stuff. So probably the next ones that are coming up are going to be some painting videos. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to come out here where I'm sitting on my patio thing and bring my stuff out here and do a couple of paintings and see what we can knock out just to get some paintings up and do something different. You know, you sort of get burned out doing that same thing all day and then all night. You know, so it's like, yeah. So it's time to break out the paints and do a little painting. And I got my garage door. I'm still working on that. I'm trying to get these tables out of the way so I can get everything out of my garage and I can lay it down. I want to do a lacquer finish on it, which is a yellow, to give it that old age look. But I got to touch up a couple of my stripes on there. And I want to put some kind of either the Constitution, or I'm going to put something at the bottom, which I can always do an add-on later. But I want to get it up, and my garage door now is a blanket. Yeah. So, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Really. It means a lot. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share them with your friends so my mundane stuff gets out there, that maybe I could get some more people on here. I'd like to break 500. I got 459. I would just like to break that 500 mark and say I did it, you know. Like I said, I'm not going to be rich and famous on here. I already know that. I'm not trying to be. This is just documentation, that family life, you know. So yeah, it's just part of it. So things are getting better. Cat's doing great, by the way. Just to let you know, the cat's doing great. I meant to say at the end there, she's doing awesome. You wouldn't even know anything happened to the darn cat. She's bouncing around in there. We keep her locked up in our bedroom now. She's got the cone still. Till the stitches completely dissolve, and then the fur is going to grow over, they said, completely. And I'm thinking about going out and buying her an eye patch, really, just because. But we'll see. Maybe a little diamond one, you know, something. Who knows? Yeah, but she's doing great. Don't worry about her. She kicked back so good. She flops around with that cone. She's fall off the bed. She's still getting used to the one eye thing, but she jumps. I mean, it's crazy. I can't believe she come back so well so fast, and to not be, you know, wandering, staggering, looking for you having one eye. It's amazing how much she adapted to it. I guess cats, they said, do that real easy. So that's what they told us. So I'm seeing the proof of it. And she's eating like crazy. Starting yesterday, she started eating like crazy. So her body's building back up. The eye has no infection. We got cream for that. They gave us antibiotics, which she just put in her food for the first 2 days. Those helped her. I think that's what gave her the boost of energy and made her start getting hungry, and she's starting to get better. She's taking water whole 9 yards. So as soon as the stitches come out, then she can roam the house, and we're just going to keep them all separated when we leave, no matter what, for a while. My dog got a good talking to. She knows. She got grounded for like a week. I didn't talk to her, and for them, that's a lot. If you know what a pit bull is like, they crave attention, and when you tell them no, just go. And she sit there and look at me like, oh, he's still mad. It's like, yep. Just a reminder, you know, let her know I'm not going to give you anything if you're going to do that, you know. It's just not going to work. So guys, I can't make this too long of a boring little thing here. So yeah, I got a video I'm going to come up with about Chris and Holly, all this stuff going on and that, but I just haven't had time to concentrate and get my words straight and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're going to get another one of the videos up. I got to talk to Holly about something and Chris, so get some stuff straight with them. And yeah, we're going to do it again. But yeah, next video, guys, I think will probably, like I said, be some painting, or who knows. Life's an adventure. Peace.